What is up, guys? Now, seeing as we are so close to the next generation consoles releasing, I thought it'd be a good idea to talk about the launch games for each system, because I haven't really spoken about them sort of in detail and in comparison to each other between the Xbox One and the PS4. So yeah, I'll go through each of the launch games, give you my thoughts on them and all that sort of thing. So yeah, let's kick off with the PS4 first. So first up, Killzone Shadowfall. Probably PS4's biggest, most sort of pushed next-gen game, their sort of flagship game for the launch of the PS4. It seems to me like the only true next-gen game coming onto the PS4. The sort of the 1080p graphics, the 60 frames per second and all that. It's a proper true next-gen game. It actually visually looks stunning. And it's a proper sequel to a well-loved franchise. So in my opinion, this is Sony's biggest game for the PS4. So I'm really hyped for it. I'm a big fan of Killzone. And I think it looks great. It's going to have a stellar single player as well as a very promising looking multiplayer. So I'm looking forward to giving that a go. So yeah, Killzone Shadowfall is definitely one that I'm going to be getting day one. Next up is Knack. And that seems to be Sony's sort of second fiddle after Killzone that they're sort of pushing. It's a new IP. We've never had this sort of Knack game before. It looks very good. It looks like if you're a fan of sort of Jak and Daxter, Ratchet and Clank, that sort of game, this seems like the game for you really. I am interested in it. I'm not going to be getting it day one, but if it gets the great reviews and that, I can't ignore it really, because it does look quite good. It looks sort of like a Pixar, Disney Pixar sort of animation, and it really does look quite stunning as well. The nice mix of the colours and everything. The gameplay looks a lot of fun. So yeah, Knack is looking quite good. And those are the only sort of four exclusives. Those are the only sort of huge releases that are coming out. The rest of Sony's exclusives for launch day are downloadable sort of indie games. So we've got Contrast, which I believe is sort of an action puzzle platformer type game. Again, is a downloadable game, so it's not really kind of huge, but I will look into that. Resogun or Resogun, I'm not sure how to say that. Again, it's another sort of indie downloadable game. Warframe, which does look quite good. I'm liking the look of Warframe. Again, another downloadable title. And then you've got DC Universe Online, which is coming over to the PS4 as an exclusive, which I've never really been into the DC Universe game, that huge sort of MMO. I'm not that type of gamer, but I know it's very popular, and to have it as an exclusive is quite good for the Sony name. So for an exclusive, for Sony's sort of exclusive launch titles, it's not huge. You got Killzone and Knack really as the main two, and then the rest of them are downloadable titles. But the same can be said for Xbox One as well. I've got the list written down here. So moving on to Xbox One, Dead Rising 3. Now this is sort of the only game on the list of Xbox One games that I am a little bit jealous of, that I would kind of like on the PS4. I think it does look great. It looks a lot better than the first two games. It looks a lot more fun. So yeah, Dead Rising is looking great. Same with the more of the same great stuff we've known on the past Dead Rising games. Literally kill as many zombies as you can in the most crazy way possible. Then you've got Forza Motorsport 5. Of course, this is Gran Turismo's main competitor, and of course Gran Turismo 6 will be coming onto the PS3, not the PS4. And Forza 5 is on the Xbox One, so I'm quite shocked to see that. Obviously we're going to get GT7 in the future on the PS4, but I'm shocked that Sony aren't bringing out like a port of Gran Turismo on the PS4 when we're releasing it on the PS3 in December, when the PS4 is already going to be out. So I was quite shocked to see that. You've got Ryse, Son of Rome as well, which by looking at it looks a very good game. It does look good, but I'm not hearing good things about it by the people playing previews and things. As you know, as you've seen by the previews, it's sort of like a quick time event game where you just keep like quick time event after quick time event. It does look very sort of repetitive and everything. There's no denying it. Visually it looks like a great game, but I can see this one being a bit of a flop in my opinion. And those are the sort of three big disc-based launch exclusives for Xbox One. Then the rest of them are sort of downloadable titles similar to Sony. So you've got Loco Cycle, which I'm not familiar with. Killer Instinct is the very famous one-on-one fighter that was around years and years ago, and they've brought it back as an Xbox exclusive, which does look good. It's kind of the only one-on-one fighter that is being released on the next-gen consoles at launch, so again, that's quite a plus side for Microsoft. And we've got Crimson Dragon as well, which again I don't know too much about. Another downloadable game. I think it's sort of like a on the rails type Dragonfly, some sort of, I don't know too much about it, but give it a Google. But really the big three are Dead Rising, Forza and Ryse Son of Rome. Of course, that's three big disc-based exclusives where Sony's only got the two, Killzone and Knack. Of course, Drive Club, we did have Drive Club, which would have been the rival for sort of Forza, but of course that was pushed back to 2014, which is a shame because it does kind of harm Sony's launch lineup. And of course we've got the multi-platform games as well that are going to be coming out. I've got the list here. We've got Assassin's Creed 4, which I'm picking up day one. It's hard holding out. There's a lot of people playing it on current gen, but I am holding out till PS4. Got Battlefield 4, which does look very good. Of course you've got Call of Duty Ghosts coming out as well. Need for Speed Rivals, again another racing game that could rival Forza, and it would have rivaled Drive Club as well. NBA 2K14, without a doubt the best visuals that I've seen on the next gen, judging by the trailers. Like the human-faced visuals on NBA 2K14 are next to none. It really did shock me how good that looked in the trailer. And FIFA 14 as well, which again I am going to be picking up FIFA 14. Admittedly, I don't think FIFA 14 looks very good. I don't think it looks next gen. It looks like a very cheap port of a current gen FIFA game. It doesn't look next gen at all. But to be honest, I do want to play a FIFA game this year. But out of the three that I've said I'm getting, Assassin's Creed 4, Killzone Shadowfall and FIFA 14, the one that I am iffy about and the one I keep thinking, shall I change my mind and get Knack instead, because Knack would be my next in line, or Battlefield 4, I still can't decide, would be FIFA. I am sort of weighing up the idea of not getting FIFA 14 and getting either Battlefield 4 or Knack instead, but I don't know at the moment. Because FIFA 14, I wanted it to blow me away. I want to have a true next-gen football game, but it's not doing it for me at the moment. But yeah, that's the sort of lineup we've got for the launch of the Xbox One and PS4. So I'm interested to know, guys, which console are you going for? Are you going for Xbox One? Are you going for PS4? And also tell me what games you're picking up with those as well. And yeah, let the sort of discussion begin. I want to see sort of what games you're getting. You all know what I'm getting. Not long to wait now, I can't wait. All you American guys, you're very lucky getting it a couple of weeks early. Here in the UK, I've got to wait till the end of November, which is a shame, but I am looking forward to seeing all the videos and all that when it does launch in the US next week. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed this video, guys. Leave your comments down below as usual, and I'll see you on my next video.